Good evening, Capricorn. This read is for you. Welcome to my channel. My name is Madeline Parker. I also have a website called soullevels.com, and I have blogs. I write blogs, spiritual blogs, so feel free to visit that. And what else was I going to say? I offer personal readings. My email address is below. You can see it there listed. Plus, I have some Yelp reviews if you want to read them. The link is below. And so we're going to do this read this evening for the energies of Capricorn. And I like to think that my reads pertain to whatever planets you have in the sign. For instance, if you have your Mars in Capricorn or your Venus, whatever house the sign covers in your chart, your sun, your moon, but most importantly for your ascendant. And this evening we're going to talk about this Capricorn transit that Jupiter is doing, going into the sign of Capricorn, which it did at the beginning of the week. And it'll be in Jupiter now for a year. In Capricorn for the rest of the year, about a year. It takes about 12 months for Jupiter to complete a cycle. So it's kind of at the beginning of the cycle for you guys, Capricorn. So what does this mean for you? Well, it's going to mean Jupiterian expansion, which is guru, light workers, the light, the higher calling, the higher purpose, the mission, as it were. And then it's in your first house, so your identity, your status, all of this stuff is going to expand in the energy of Jupiter, which is good luck, benefic, financial expansion. So this transit is sort of shifting your own identity around your mission. So you may have a shift in what you're doing because it's in your first house. So it's an all-around shift. So, and then Capricorn is all about setting up new foundations. So it's possible that you're sort of shifting in your identity and your purpose, your complete life purpose, I would say. Oh, wow, first card out of the deck. My Venus is in Capricorn. So a lot of the reads, Jupiter, I think really, because I think Jupiter is so close. We have Venus in Capricorn right now too. So all these planets are really close together. So it's really lining everybody up into their divine partnerships. Wow, look at that. That's my secret twin flame card. So if you are a twin flame and you have stumbled across my channel, this read is most likely important for you, that there might be an important message in this read for you. I offer myself to be used in whatever way Spirit wants with these reads. So if it turns into a love read, that's what happens. And I think that is very much a part of this Jupiter transit. It's because it wants people stabilized in their true relationship in the Jupiterian way. So Capricorn is very stable, creating good structures and foundation for the long haul, the long term. And then Jupiter is about aligning with your highest purpose, your highest mission, new expansive wisdom. And so for Capricorn in your first house, like I say, your identity is going to shift along with all of that. 2020 is a big new beginning, new decade. I think Jupiter is trying to align everybody into their right foundation, relationships that have solid foundations. So anyway, let's go into the read. Okay, it looks like we're coming right out into the read with divine partnership. Now, if you're already in your divine partnership relationship, the universe is probably going to align you guys stronger together and possibly in commission, but we'll see how the read goes. Divine partnership, knowledge of things, this is two financial things. Now Jupiter is going to expand career stuff. Capricorn is also career and status. So we have financial new beginnings, stabilized, because when you have a divine partnership, you have a very stable relationship. So the universe can pass opportunities through to you, knowing that they'll happen. They'll be created. It'll materialize, because divine partnerships are very solid relationships that are a good foundation for new endeavors and new projects that are divinely wanted, desired. So anyway, we get two cards coming off in the beginning of the read, indicating financial opportunity, divinely given gifts, proposals. And then this is the Capricorn now with a practical knowledge, because we have Capricorn, which represents practical, and these are Capricorn earth signs, practical advanced development, okay, in areas, I'm going to say a commission involving feminine and masculine, yin and yang, because we have the Chariot here, you have twin flame union here, we have a lot of financial cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is unification of twin flames energy in order to take forward, again, financial growth. This is very similar to some of the other reads I've done for this round, but in specifically for Capricorn, this read looks very much about really understanding ways to expand finances in a way to work, because this is also a work card, that does not throw you out of alignment, that is divinely that is divinely communicated, and that involves communication possibly, because we also have, do we have Mercury? Well, my Mercury is in Capricorn, but Mercury right now I think is in Scorpio. Where is Mercury? Is Mercury in Capricorn? No. Mercury is in Sagittarius right now. And the Sun is in Sagittarius. So it looks to me like communication around projects, around financial, and because these are all Capricorn signs. So another Capricorn sign right here, the King of Pentacles. This is Capricorn aligning with a higher mission with divine partner. Again, this is a theme that's running through most of these reads. But if there was anything that Capricorns, now let's talk about some of the things that Capricorn are having to have to release during this period, because we're also going through a lot of karmic release, because the Pluto and Saturn conjunction is causing everyone to release things in some facet and in some way in their life. So for Capricorn, it's happening in the first house, which indicates releasing the whole entire old version of yourself. So this has been happening throughout the year, or for a while. So this is a shall we say, a progressive thing that's now culminating, and it looks to me like Capricorn are probably already ahead of this game, because it's been in your sign. So possibly by the time the conjunction happens, it won't be so strong, because this read really indicates that there's a lot of movement forward. And then we've got these challenging cards here representing that really feels like it's sort of a way, you're really coming out of these challenging experiences that were released. So it feels to me like they're quite released now, but there's some residue of tension or stress or tight around releasing some kind of relationship. But there is going to be a period of holding on to money and being a little bit conservative, but there is communication or a form of, because this is a mercurial energy hitting in the 11th house. So I would say for Capricorn, they are communicating their true higher self through communication, what's truly in their heart, what they want to align with. These are very in alignment cards here. So Capricorn is really aligning their whole life, their whole self with, these are 2 pages in the divine section of my read, with projects that involve communication, that involve financial expansion that they may have felt trapped in before, because they felt they needed to save their money to do, or that they felt they didn't have the finances to do. But the adventure, the strength card, look, we have both of these cards turning in alignment. The finances held you back, but now you see how financially hanging in there with something financially is, and just having to save money, is going to turn into a really fun, adventurous way. But this is something in your heart that you're in alignment with. You want to go forward with something. Again, your relationship is stabilized, so stabilization of their divine partnership in order to advance in some sort of a project, some sort of a creative, well, it's 3rd house. I mean, why I say 3rd house is because air, mercurial, Although you guys are hitting in the first house, so I don't know why I said that. But basically, pages are communication, so it's possible that Capricorns are breaking free from restricted, oppressive, unallowing of them to be who they fully are, and breaking free of ideas of having to be someone that they're not. And if it involves, it's almost possibly that you're quitting jobs and starting new jobs, and possibly quitting relationships and going into divine partnerships. But basically, if something isn't really, shall we say, creating, because Jupiter is, this is the fire energy, creating some kind of a sense of adventure and some kind of sense of purpose, a higher purpose, you're not going to trouble yourselves with it at this point, because you're in alignment with the highest desire your soul has for your life, which is to be of, because all these cards right here represent servicing God, doing God's work. And so you're realizing you're not going to be happy without some form of project. These are very project cards. So it seems to me that Capricorn are ready to shift into a divine project in alignment with their true desires, in align and supported by their mate. Did we get the Queen of Pentacles? Well, this is going to, along down the line, it will bring you financial independence again. It'll bring you security, financial security, but with adventure. In the meantime, the divine, if you are concerned, if you are having to make a choice that doesn't feel financially like the kind of choice a Capricorn would make, because it doesn't have maybe financial security attached to it, the divine is saying still go for it. This will advance. You're just at the beginning phases. You're in the communication phase of it. You are ready, strength-wise, to take on this adventure and this project. It will eventually, if you hang in there, not if, you will hang in there. That's the energy of Capricorn. You hang in there for the long haul. In the end, you gain your material independence, and at the same time on a spiritually adventurous having an experience. And that if you don't take yourself on some kind of a project that creates adventure in your life, you're going to be prone to out of alignment depression, or you'll have a tendency to sort of look at the sad, the not seeing the divine in your life, because it's through our projects and being a mission and sort of spreading divine light that we experience the presence of the divine. Because if you see in this card, he is not seeing the presence of the divine in his life. So, all right, Capricorn, let's have a look and see what card comes out. Contentment and World of Hope. I'm going to read both of these. There is no need to exert yourself on unnecessary efforts. Let things happen naturally. Be detached and everything will be okay. Your modesty is reflected in the Taoist teaching. Soft is strong. Great is low. I'm trying to see how that resonates with the read. Well, this is long term. It's just saying no need to rush. Let things happen. Let this project and these new ways of venturing into the world and motivating for Capricorn from a whole new place, which is to be Jupiterian aligned, which is of higher service rather than status concern or securities concern, is really balancing you more into a spiritual experience of living rather than such a practical, solid, financial, material way of living. So you're shifting into sort of more balanced spiritually. Okay, there was a leader. Well, all these planets in Capricorn, I think, are calling Capricorns to lead in the way that it's showing up in your chart. You are being called upon for leadership. The Jade Emperor is helping you to overcome barriers, focus your ambitions with integrity, employ your power with honor and wisdom. Move forward with unstoppable momentum, and success is inevitable, Capricorn. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful night. Namaste.